race number 8 of the Gatorade Cup Series, season number 13, heads to our second crown jewel event of the season. We're here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the running of the Brickyard 400, one of the 4 crown jewel events of the season, one of the biggest races everyone wants to win here at Indianapolis. Fords dominated qualifying, Evan Hunter on pole in the 6 car, beside him in second the 2 car of Luke Rainey. Then in third place it's Riley Sampson, fourth Rainey's teammate Levi Shones, and ranking on the top 5 the 47 of Logan Williams. In 6th place we have Anthony Hernandez, 7th it's Keegan Thompson, 8th place for Sebastian Kukulan, in 9th it's Nathan Baird, 2nd in points, and ranking on the top 10 the 4 of John Smith. Our first Toyota starts in 11th, that's Cody Anderson, another Toyota, in 12th Riley Cresswell. Then there's Griff Lynn making his final Brickyard 400 start, and 2's inside Zachary DeLello in the 52. Then we have Max Anderson in the 43 and the 62 of Brandon Beal, along with Jonathan Buford and 81 of Max Rossi. Then there's Jay Jefferson and BB Ruiz in the 00, with Jake Galloway and the 17 of Roman Fenway. Then there's Marshall Burrell and Brett Sierra, along with Matt Oskin and Caden Lynn. Then there's Scott Gregory, and Nottingham Scott won this race last season. Then we have Riley Spurley-Tube and Derek Hamill in the 32, along with Jay Randall third in the points and the 10 of Ross McTrain. Then we have Bronson Minnick in the 96 Anson and Charles Bois, Diego Yepes and points leader Code Luigi, then Colin Teague and Conrad Evans, TJ Hanley, Justin Zydell. In the final row, the Brights, Eli Bright and Jeff Bright start back in 41st and 42nd. There is our starting line for racing here at the Brickyard, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's go on trackside for those famous words to fire these engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
"42 cars are rolling here at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for racing in the Gatorade Cup Series Season 13 Brickyard 400. Many legendary drivers have won this race in the Gatorade Cup Series, and some are looking to add their name to that list of drivers that have won at Indianapolis here in the Gatorade Cup Series. As it's Evan Hunter, Luke Rainey on the front row. Levi Shones has won here before. In fact, that was the last time he's won in the Gatorade Cup Series. Was at this racetrack back in Season 9. That was also the season he won the championship. Pace car to pit road, 24 laps here at the Brickyard. Fords 1, 2, 3, 4. Chevys 5 through 9. A Ford in 10th. The first Toyota is 11th and 12th. Hunter on the gas with Luke Rainey. They get going, and we're green at Indianapolis. Hunter out and away, out front from pole. Luke Rainey beat him to the start finish, but Hunter got a nice run through the bottom of turn 1 to get back by. Now Riley Sampson looking for a second on Luke Rainey. Logan Williams with him in the 47. Keegan Thompson 48. Nathan Baird 77 also on the inside. But as they round turns 4, back to the start finish line, it's going to be Polster Evan Hunter to lead the first lap of the Season 13 Brickyard 400. Sampson right now up to second, Logan Williams to third, but now Williams looks for a second into turn 1, down low in the 38, and here comes Keegan Thompson making 3 wide. Keegan Thompson being aggressive in the 48 early on. He has second in points, Nathan Baird just behind him. Williams down in line in second in the 47. As they go to the corner, Thompson looks low. Keegan looking to try and get in the draft of the 47. Here comes Cody Anderson with the run inside of Nathan Baird. With him, it's Zachary DeLello, the 52. Here comes the 43. There goes for a second Keegan Thompson on Logan Williams, as Evan Hunter continues to lead in the 6. Right here, we've seen many crashes happen because of the exit of turn 3, especially if they get 3 wide coming off that third corner. They could get together and cause a massive crash. We've seen it many times. The biggest crashes here in Indianapolis happen off of turn 3, that little short trip between 3 and 4. Cody Anderson started 11th. He was the highest starting Toyota. Now he's up to second in the 95. As our Polestar Evan Hunter still leads here at Indianapolis. DeLello moves up to third in the 52. Max Anderson at the push right behind him, the 18 of Jonathan Buford. Here comes the 2 of Luke Rainey and the 13 of Anthony Hernandez, all moving forward, along with that 19 car of Jay Jefferson. Anderson in line and now pressuring Hunter through turn 3. Tried to get to the bottom of the 6 car, still in line with them. DeLello tried to look low as well in the 52. Is at the front, about 4, 5, 6 cars get clear. In the draft down the straightaway, DeLello's going to move out Cody Anderson. Anderson trying to get the draft off Evan Hunter, but DeLello gets the side draft from the 95. DeLello's low for the lead in turn 1. Trying to get there on Hunter. He has a nose to the inside. Off turn 1. It's the first battle for lead. Hunter's had all race long. DeLello takes it away on lap number 4. Max Anderson, 43, up to second. Here comes Jonathan Buford, the 18 and the 2 of Luke Rainey as well, as they race up the backstretch. Anderson to second, Buford third, Luke Rainey now fourth, fifth place to Anthony Hernandez. Here comes the 19 of Jay Jefferson, the 11 of Jake Galloway. So the Toyota's starting to move up. 3 of the 4 Joe Gibbs cars are up inside the top 10, 18, 19, 11. As DeLello, the first driver other than Hunter to lead the lap here today in Indianapolis, DeLello leads the 4th lap of the season 13 Brickyard 400. Hunter now on the outside, really right here. It is a single groove racetrack. You want to be on the bottom at all times. You cannot make the outside work at all. So once you get stuck up here, it's just a matter of trying to find your way down into a hole, trying to find some way to get down low. You have to hope at some point you can find that gap to get in. Right now, Hunter having no such gap. As the front of the field starting to get single filed out. DeLello leads it. Anderson in second. Buford, Rainey, Hernandez, Jefferson, Galloway, Spurley, Tube, and Lynn. Right now, so far, all are content riding. Buford maybe starting to get a little impatient. The 18, he's looking low. He's still behind the 43 though. Not making a move quite yet. As they race off to turn 1, over 200 miles an hour. DeLello oversteps the corner. Anderson with a peek to the inside the 43. Trying to get there. Through 2. A slight run, but not enough to make it work. The front half of the field now getting single filed out. And right here, look at this long train back. Minnick and Scott Gregory, Evan Hunter down in line, Max Rossi, Conrad Evans, right now the first 20 or so cars, but now they start to step up in front. Hernandez forced out by the 2 JGR cars of Jay Jefferson and Jake Galloway. Galloway with Spurley now trying to get inside of his teammate. Buford's had enough of staying in line. He wants to go. There he goes for a second. Side drafting Max Anderson back to him off to turn 1. Buford to second, but now Luke Rainey with a charge in the 2. Rainey for second. Galloway shuffled out by Spurley Tube, so now one person made a move and it made everyone else start to move out. Luke Rainey for second. DeLello still leads. Jay Jefferson in the 19 up to third now. Spurley Tube with him. Griffin Lynn looking to try and turn his season around. How about the 4 of John Smith? And Jay Brando comes in 7 points back, third in points. Brando looking to take the points in that 53. Luke with a nice run off turn number 4. Onto the back of DeLello and pushing him down the front stretch. That was a really good run for Luke through turn 4 right there. Got right to the back of that 52. Might be able to make a charge here in turn 1. We'll have to see. That car looks like it's pretty strong right now. Right there, DeLello goes wide. Rainey's able to turn it down to the bottom, but can't get inside that 52 right now. This time he's going to try and look inside. Off 2. Once again, pushing the 52 away. Gap the 19 with that move. Here comes Luke's teammate, Riley Spurley Tube, trying to get up here. Riley looking for some sort of run. Here comes Lynn, though, low on the 22. Griffin Lynn for 4th. Still DeLello leading. Here comes the 4 of John Smith. And Randall looking to try and now filter through on the inside, get another spot. As for the lead, Luke Rainey pulls on DeLello. He's down to the inside. They're side by side back around to lead the 8th lap here at Indianapolis. DeLello leads it, but Rainey the preferred lane to turn 1. And here comes Jay Jefferson in the 19. Luke takes it away, but now Jefferson with a run to the inside. The 19 car's down there. Luke trying to fend him off by running him tight down to the bottom. But Jay has the inside preferred lane. And Jefferson will be able to take it down the back to turn 3. Here comes Griffin Lynn with the run in the draft. 3 longtime Gatorade Cup Series drivers right now at the front of Jefferson, Lynn, and Luke Rainey. And Jay Rando. He's not a rookie, but he's newer to the Gatorade Cup Series. He's up to 3rd, looking for the points after the day is out. As Griffin Lynn wants to lead in his final Brickyard 400, who will lead the 9th lap? Oh, that was close. I believe Jay Jefferson got it, though, by a nose in that 19. Now they actually, yes, they did give it to the 19, so after a review, Jay Jefferson did lead that lap. Very, very close there. one way Randall can get this points is if he leads a lap here today. Leads a lap, that's 5 bonus points. He's looking to do it right now as they race down the backstretch. 3 wide behind them, actually in the middle, is points leader Code Luigi. Shones to the bottom, Smith up top. Luigi down, in line in front of Shones. A great move by Levi there, knowing that we're not even halfway through this race. 3 wide off turn 3 would have caused a crash for sure. He did not want that to happen on lap number 10 of 24. He knows that this race is long. He's won it before, he knows how to get it done. In fact, these 2 drivers, Code Luigi and Levi Shones, won this race in their championship seasons. Code in season 5, Levi in season 9. So is it possible that the winner of this race might entail the champion again? Low and Keegan Thompson, Anthony Hernandez as up to the front. Rick Rare right now 1-2 as it's Randall leading Kukulon. They have Bronson Minnick, and here comes Polestar Evan Hunter back up as Kukulon with a fake low on Rando. And Randall was able to get a lap led for 5 bonus points as Code Luigi the Portster moves up inside the top 10. Where we start pretty poorly in this race. He's up inside the top 10 looking for a top 5. Poorly goes Kukulon. Sebastian Kukulon low on teammate Jay Randall, not winning around there. Halfway next time behind the Brickyard corner, caution free so far. But the intensity level is starting to get up as drivers making bigger moves. Evan Hunter, the 6 down low. Behind, they look 3 wide and contact. Around goes the 42 and others. Hard crash at the front of the field. Minnick's gotten hit a few hard times. Brett Sierra's in it. Griffin Lynn and Bibby Ruiz. Maybe Marshall Burrow as well. They were 3 wide and it did not work. Code Luigi the Poitzer is involved. Along with some others. Derek Himmel as well. Kukulon trying to lead them back around. Polestar Hunter right behind him in second. Halfway, our first yellow flag is out Indianapolis. Sebastian Kukulon leads the field back around. Hunter second. Cody Anderson and Jay Randall also get away, but the rest of the field tries to get going after they had to slow down to miss this crash. And luckily, this did not collect more cars happening at the front of the field. Code Luigi makes it 3 wide into turn number 1, and it does not work out. We'll see what happened. First caution of the Brickyard 400. Off into turn number 2. They're battling at the front. Kukulon just shuffled Jay Rando out. And right here, entering turn number 2, Code has a run. He's just going to take it to the inside. Derek Hamill and Bronson Minnick. They get 3 wide. Hamill's up into the 3, trying to get the 42 room. They get together 42, 32, 3, all spin out hard into the outside wall for all 3 of them. Then look at all these drivers that narrowly escape getting involved in this. Griffin Lynn, nowhere to go. Brett Sierra had it missed until the 36 slid in front of him. Keegan Thompson, 48 involved. That team won this race last season. Hendrick Motorsports did with Nonigan Scott behind the wheel. Look at Scott. Gregory slam on brakes. Others trying to get going as quick as they can through the madness, trying to get every spot that they can. But unfortunate for the drivers involved, but very fortunate that we didn't have 15 cars pile into this, because this could have been quite a big crash. Look at where it happened, inside the top 5, and look at all the cars they were able to do a good job. Griffin Lynn first one into it that hits. Then Brett Sierra, Keegan Thompson as well. So, I mean, we only had about 5-6 cars get damaged in this. Could have been a lot more for sure. Let's take another look. So they're 3 wide. Maybe the 3 didn't know they were going to be 3 wide. Started to pinch the 32 down, and that got into the 42. Very hard racing at the front of the field, and oh, Minnick got hit hard by, is that the 41 of Zydell? It is. Look at all the cars back there scatter. So about 6-7 cars get involved in this. Maybe Ruiz and Keegan Thompson, Griffin Lynn, Brett Sierra, Minnick, along with Hamill and Luigi, along with Zydell as well. So about 7 cars get collected in this accident. The first caution flag of the Brickyard 400 is out. Sebastian Kukulon leads it back around. He'll lead back to the green flag with 10 laps to go at Indianapolis. Green flag, 10 to go in the season 13 Brickyard 400 here at Indianapolis. 1 car has taken their car to the garage. That is Justin Zydell in the 41. He will not win this Brickyard 400. A lot of drivers at the back of the field, though, have damage, like the 32, the 3, the 24, and the 42. Some others up further forward in the field, like the 48, the 36, have damage. We'll have to watch for them, along with the doubles here, who starts in 23rd. That's the highest damaged car in this pack. So leading it is Sebastian Kukulon, Polestar Evan Hunter right now in second. Then Cody Anderson, Jay Brando, and Levi Schultz are the front 5. Also Nonigan Scott, last season's winner here. Anthony Hernandez, Jay Jefferson, Luke Rainey, and Max Anderson are the front 10. We're back green in the Season 13 Brickyard 400. Already some moves being made. Hanley is low in the 21. He dominated this race last season, but didn't get to victory lane in this 21. We'll see what he can do here this season. He hasn't dominated, hasn't been at the front at all. In fact, this is the first time we've seen Hanley inside the top 10 here today. This driver spent much of his day in the front. Evan Hunter started on pole, led the first 4 or so laps, then got shuffled out. Now here he is back up to the front, looking for the lead off turn number 3 as Schoen shuffles low for 4th, moving Jay Rando up. Cody Anderson's getting impatient. He wants to go in the 95. Schoen's to 4th, Scott to 5th, Hernandez for 6th. But if this race stays green, lap traffic will come into play. That's a big if it stays green, though. Hunter is looking low on Kukulon off turn number 1. Slots in behind right now. Bibby Rose to 00. Still going along in the pack. Not really that slow. He is slower, but he took to the outside to get out of the way, it looks like. He's really probably holding up Nathan Baird right now. And even then, he's not really holding people. He's just fading back right now. Ross McTrain may have some damage as well in the 10 car. He looks slow down the straightaway. It looks like he maybe got into the wall, missing the crash, or maybe got sandwiched in the wall. The 10 has some right side damage, and he's on the outside as well. So Nathan Baird really the big loser in that is right now. He came in second in points, 2 back of Luigi. If he finishes in front of the 4-2, obviously cycle out ahead, but Jay Rando might take the points lead because he's running decently well and led some laps. But he starts to fade back now. Anderson had enough of waiting. He goes for second and now goes for the lead in turn 2. He's low on the 54. Cody Anderson side by side off turn 2. Can a rookie win the Brickyard 400? Cody Anderson gets the lead, but has veteran and champion Levi Schoen's behind in second. Nonigan Scott in third. Anderson being chased by 2 former winners of this event. Schoen's up in line. Scott looking low. Schoen's back down in front of the 66. But it's just the stats of the drivers behind Cody Anderson. Levi Schoen's, Nonigan Scott, Hernandez, Jefferson, Luke Rainey, TJ Hanley, Roman Fenway. These are some big names coming to the front of the field at the end of this Brickyard 400. 6 laps to go. Excuse me, 7 laps to go in this race. Levi Schoen's is low in the 95 for the lead. Schoen's trying to take it down the backstretch, but has no drafting help. Who's the first to go low? It's Anthony Hernandez in the 13. A big boost from Jay Jefferson. That was a big drafting help from Jefferson right there to get the 13 to the inside. Does he make it 3? It's getting a little tight off turn 3. 6 laps to go at the line. Levi Schoen's leads the race. Now he moves up. Hernandez to the bottom. These two bound for the championship in Season 9. Schoen's getting the better end of the stick. Hernandez looking for a win in the Brickyard 400 against Schoen. 6 laps to go. Here comes Jefferson. Looking 3 wide. Hernandez to clear the 12, but Jefferson fighting to the inside of the 13. Hernandez trying to clear him off. Jefferson still fighting to get down to the inside. Oh, around goes Logan Williams hard to the outside wall. Others get collected. We'll have a late lap restart. Caution is in the air. Coming back to 5 to go. This race is not over yet. But who leads them back around? Do you want the race lead on this restart? Luke Rainey, the 2, might be out in front for the restart. Coming back around, he and his pseudo teammate will be 1-2. Rainey, Hanley, Fenway are going to be the front 3. So Ford's back up at the front of the field. Second caution, same place as the first one. And lap traffic is now eliminated from the equation. But a hard hit for Logan Williams. He takes the worst of the second caution of the race. Let's go see what happened. These guys have been 3 wide for the whole front stretch. It was the 96, 14.47. Now Logan Williams trying to back out of that, but they're 3 wide behind him still, and he tries to get down. He cuts, trying to get low, and Scott Gregory's there. Cuts off the 1. This 47 going to go for a wild ride. Up the track he goes, and a hard impact on the outside. He collects Colin Teague and Nathan Baird. Eli Bright on the binders and may have missed it in the 88, but a tough break for second in points. Nathan Baird, who was going to definitely pass Code Luigi in points, but now with this damage, who knows? They're going to be finishing back there, and looks like Jay Randall's going to take the points lead as long as he can finish up front, but I mean, this is definitely going to close in the points picture because Randall has been falling back in this 53. Because there he is back behind this crash. Gosh. So in all, about 3 cars involved. I want to see if Eli Bright got any damage in the 88. Also the 15 involved is Matt Oskin. Want to see if Eli got any damage in this 88 car because he was oh so close Be very shocked if he didn't get damage. Wow, he just got on the brakes, and he may have gotten away with one. Riley Cresswell as well did a really good job. Let's go on board with Eli Bright. See what he saw in the nationwide number 88, as he was right in the thick of this. Just a little tap, but I'm sure Eli would take a little tap after what was happening all around him right there. He could have been a main equation in that crash. So a great job by Eli Bright, making sure he missed it. Not been a good day for Hendrick Motorsports here today at Indianapolis, but it's been a good day for the Fords. Luke Rainey of Ford will lead for the final restart at Indianapolis. 3 laps to go. Fords are 1, 2, 3. Luke Rainey, TJ Henley, Roman Fenway lead in the Brickyard 400. 3 laps to go at the restart. The 2 of Luke Rainey will lead this race. However, do you want to be the leader for this restart is the question. Will that be a bad spot to be in? Will they be able to pass you very easily? We're about to find out. Logan Williams taking his car to the garage. He's done 40 cars. Going to try and finish this race out. We'll have to see, though. So it's Luke Rainey, TJ Henley, Roman Fenway, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 Fords leading the way. They started 1, 2, 3, 4 in this race, the Fords did. Then you have Jay Jefferson, highest Toyota in 4th. Highest Chevy in 5th is Zach DeLello. Hernandez in 6th, John Smith in 7th, Levi Shones, Caden Lynn, and Cody Anderson on the front 10. Also Jake Galloway, Polster, Evan Hunter. Nottingham got last season's winner here. Riley Sampson and Max Aronson, that's the front 15. But it's a 3 lap to go restart. Rainey on the gas. We're back going at Indianapolis. Nice jump for Luke. He was able to get away from TJ, make sure TJ couldn't get low in turn 1, but you don't want a big lead either because these long straightaways produce such huge draft. We'll have to see. Stepping out for 4th, the front 5 get away. But as they get side by side for that 4th spot, 6th on back of a nice run. That's Hernandez, John Smith, Levi Shones, and others. Galloway forced out by Hunter. He'll fall back. As it's still the front 3 staying in line. 2 to go at the stripe. TJ's looking low on Luke. Oh, he didn't get there. Almost cut into the 2 car. We're coming to 2 to go. This is where we can't be working together. Hanley's looking low. 2-time Daytona 500 winner TJ Hanley wants to lead, but Luke keeps it with 2 to go. Now he shuffles Roman Fenway to the outside. Now DeLello low with Anthony Hernandez. How about John Smith and Levi Shones? Shones looking low in the 4. Here comes Evan Hunter, the pulls here, trying to get inside the top 10. Caden Lynn moving up. Fenway shuffled down to 17. Shones up to 5th. What can anyone do with Luke Rainey? He currently leads the Brickyard 400. TJ Hanley looking for a run. Zach DeLello, Anthony Hernandez, and Levi Shones as well. Remember, DeLello led early on in this race. Hanley again a peak low on 3, but not enough of a run to make it work. Off the final corner. The white flag this time behind the Brickyard 400. Luke Rainey leads the way. TJ Hanley right now in 2nd. DeLello 3rd, Hernandez and Shones. That's the white flag. The last lap is underway. Hanley stepping out to turn 1. He's low on Luke. Will it be a last lap pass for TJ Hanley to win this race? He'll get by in turn 2. Here comes Anthony Hernandez and Levi Shones. They'll have a run down the backstretch because they're side by side in front of them. Now where does this 13 go with the run? He has a big boost from the 12. Hernandez to 2nd, but Hanley leads to turn 3. Can the 13 get low? Hernandez peek into the inside of TJ. Is he there is the question. Final corner. The 21 holds them at bay. Down the front stretch. TJ Hanley is going to win the Season 13 Gatorade Cup Series. Brickyard 400 does it in the 21. A late steal for TJ. He dominated this race last season. Didn't get to victory lane because of a late pass. This season he does the opposite. He was nowhere near the front, got up front at the end, and steals it from pseudo teammate Luke Rainey. TJ Hanley wins the Brickyard 400 in the Gatorade Cup Series. Let's go see the finishing results and the update points. Here's how they finished in the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 2 caution flags today for 4 laps and 8 lead changes. 9 different drivers saw the lead here in Indianapolis, and it was the one who started 39th winning this race. TJ Hanley started way at the back of the field, but he perseveres up through, leading only the last lap. Victory for the driver of the 21. Anthony Hernandez ends up in 2nd in the 13, so close to victory. Levi Shones ends up in 3rd. Caden Lynn up to 4th. That was a very quiet day for him, and Evan Hunter led the first 3 laps of this race from pole. He gets a top 5. Heartbreak for Luke Rainey, leading at the white flag, but passed in turn 1 by TJ Hanley. Luke falls back to finish in 6th here today. 7th place for Jake Galloway, Marsha Burrow in 8th. Zachary DeLello also tied for most laps led in 9th, and Cody Anderson gets a top 10 in the 95. Nottingham Scott won here last season, 11th for him, so that's a good day. Anson and Charbonne, Jonathan Buford, Scott Gregory, Roman Fenway complete the top 15. Heartbreak for Fenway there, so he's up in 3rd with like 2 to go, got shuffled out and really fell back. Scott Gregory, he was technically involved in that final yellow as he was the one that got to the 47, but Scott able to continue on in 14th. Jay Randall, the new points there with the 17th place, and Eli Bright, the top of the Hendrick guys. He started 41st, he gets 19th, but Hendrick, once again, just not a good day. It's not been their season for sure. Look down, Max Rossi, 21st. Kuklon also tied for most laps led at 5. He gets 25th. Jeff Bright started last, 23rd for him. Jay Jefferson was up there for a lot of the race, but falls back to finish in 26th. Riley Spruce, who's up there early on, he fell back, never really saw him. 27th for the 22. Then some damaged cars down here like Griffin Lynn, Nathan Baird, Brett Seaver, Keegan Thompson, Oskin, Minnick, Hamill. There's Luigi. And then the 2 cars out, Logan Williams and Justin Zydell. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are the points after 8 races, a quarter of the season done here in the Gatorade Cup Series Season 13. Jay Rando now on top in the 53, just shy of 1,000 points. He currently leads the points by 31 over Season 8 champion Max Anderson, who is now up to 2nd. 2 poles for Max this season, and he's had a very consistent and quiet season. We haven't really talked about him much. TJ Hanley, the win, bumps up to 3rd. Max Rossi is 4th, and Nathan Baird down to 5th. Kolovic, a big loser, from points lead down to 6th. Riley Sprotube now 7th. Ruiz 8th. Minnick and Yepez complete the top 10. Marshall Burrow, the only winner right now, from 11th to 20th, so he is one of the wildcard spots. The other one would go to Sebastian Kukulan, who is right now 11th in points, actually tied with Riley Cresswell for that spot. What a crazy start to the season it has been. We've had 8 races, 7 different winners. The only winner I think that we don't see on here is the 2 winners actually be the 48 and the 11th here. They are down 26th and 27th in points. However, they are still very close to the top 20. They could be battling for wildcard spots if their seasons continue to try and increase. Obviously, Thompson had a bad race, but Galloway had a good race. They moved him up points. Thompson definitely faltered here today, as he's right now the highest Hendrick driver in points, currently 26th. Also for Joe Gibbs, they only have 1 car up inside the top 20 points. Their next highest, Jonathan Buford at 24th. So those are 2 powerhouse teams that have not had great starts to the season for now, and we'll see if they can try and turn it around at all. John Smith still no top 10. Same story with Riley Sampson and Nonigan Scott. Scott also close to a top 10 here today, and the Gregory still haven't scored a top 10, but Scott doing a nice job filling in for Michael after the turbo crash Michael had earlier this season. Race number 9 of the season, we're heading to a shorter racetrack as we'll go to Hattiesburg for the Verizon 400. I'll see you guys then.